Alexia, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hit that Hi guys, it's Alexia, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below and join our family. So today is going to be my 1 month update on Accutane. Guys, it's been a long month. It feels like I've been through ups and downs with this medicine, so we're just gonna jump right into it. If you guys are just seeing this video and you haven't seen my previous acne journey video, definitely go give that a watch before you watch this. Very important to watch, kind of understand what people go through when they have acne and how to solve it. So if you guys want to go check that video out before and then come back and watch this, go ahead and do so now. I'm basically going to be telling you guys side effects I've been experiencing, how it's been going, updates, pictures, videos, all of that good stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and start right off. Currently, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. As you can see, my face, this side is definitely getting a lot better. It's a lot more flat now. So I have been seeing really good results with that. On this side, it's a lot more flat, less textured, but it's still, of course, red. It's not so irritated. It's not as painful as it used to be. I can actually touch it without flinching. This side is a little bit different. I don't know why this side's healing up a little bit slower than this side. I would think it would have been the opposite way. But this side is still a little bit swollen, very tender to touch, but no problem. I can almost wash my face again with, you know, regular Cetaphil. So I've been kind of washing my face a little bit, but kind of avoiding this area. This area is okay to touch, but this area is a little bit more sensitive. I guess we could just start off with the pictures that I have. When I was in my first month, I didn't take as many pictures as I wanted to, so next month I will be filling you guys with a bunch of pictures and video updates, just basically giving you day-to-day of what it looks like. I did slack a little bit because I was seeing a little bit of results, but not so much, so I still want to give you guys full content and showing you guys day-to-day, if not every couple days. So I did slack a little bit this month, but next month it will be definitely more in-depth and more pictures, more videos, more just updates. So I apologize for that. I wasn't very onto it this month, but next month I will definitely be up to date and make sure you guys get all the information that you guys need. When did I go to the doctor? So I think I went to the doctor for my initial let's get on Accutane. So as I'm looking back through the pictures, I realized that I missed the pictures that I took October 3rd, so I will insert those for you guys. Those were the first pictures that I initially took. So October 8th, as you can see, we're a little red and irritated, a lot of whiteheads, so I did have a lot of healing going on my face. So it's still very dark from when I did break the blood vessels in my face, so it was very dark still. So we're gonna flip to the other side. For me, I feel like this side has maybe gotten a little bit worse, which is fine. It's more purging. That's what happens when you take the medication. Some people don't purge and some people do purge. So basically what purging is when your skin is pushing out all the bad bacteria from your face, allowing it to flow freely and kind of escape underneath your skin surface. So that's what's happening. So then we're gonna go ahead and move over to my video update. So I will go ahead and play that for you guys. Today is my 20th day on Accutane, and I figured I should start doing more video updates rather than taking pictures, because I feel like I can show you guys like what's been going on with my skin and like how my the side effects and how everything's kind of working and playing into place of. But I've only taken like maybe 4 or 5 pictures since I've started. I haven't taken any recent ones because I felt like my skin kind of declined a little bit. Wasn't doing as good as it was when I first started it, so I'm not sure if my skin's purging now, getting out all the bad stuff in my face, which is gonna happen. But the main side effects that I've been like experiencing is very dry lips, and I didn't think that they would kick in so soon, but like it only took like a good 5-6 days for me to start getting really chapped lips to the point where like they're painful, which is not bad at all. Like I can deal with that, bring on the side effects, just clear my skin please. But I have been noticing I do have the same makeup that I wear all the time, which is just here and up. I do realize that this part of my skin is a lot more smoother and cleaner than when I wasn't on Accutane, but as you guys can see, like my face is a little irritated and like very red, and like this side looks a lot worse. But there's some days where it'll be like super flat, and then it kind of swells up more throughout the day. But in the morning time is always when my face kind of looks its best. And then towards the end of the night it starts to get more irritated and swollen. The only side effects that I've been experiencing is a little bit of body pain. I'm very tired. I can almost take a nap pretty much every day, but I don't. and very, very dry lips, and my eyes get sometimes a little dry, but other than that, like my face is starting to dry up a little bit around here, which is good. So I'd say around day 10 is when it started clearing up and looking a lot nicer. And then now we're on day 20, my face is purging a little bit and it's kind of getting a little worse. But I'm okay with it. I'm letting its, you know, journey go. I'm not complaining. I'm just looking forward to seeing more results after my first month. So I have 10 more days on Accutane, and that'll be my completed full month on Accutane. I'm just super excited to see, you know, what the future has in store for me. Mr. Lux. Hi, baby. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like he's getting so freaking big. Look at them eyes. He said, Mom, why are you hanging out in the window? This is where I hang out. But so some days are bad, some days are good, some days it'll look a little better, and then some days it looks worse. So it's kind of just all about what my skin's feeling that day. But recently, past couple days, it's been a lot more inflamed and red and a little bit more sensitive, which I'm okay with it. I'm just ready for my face to start clearing up a little bit. I know it has to purge and it has to do its thing, but I'm just impatient, but I'm taking my time with it. So yeah, I just want to get on and do a quick little update. So then I have another video update for October 9th.
So I just woke up and I finished off my second package of Accutane yesterday. So I'm moving on to my third one now. This is the last one for the month. So they come in this little box and it has those 3 different packages. This is what it looks like. So I am on my third week, you could say, of Accutane. So going on my 21st day. I'm going to show you guys how I open it. So personally, I really hate the way that this is packaged just because it's so hard to open up. So I was planning on getting like one of them like pill planners where you can like, you know, pop all your medications in like one little thing. This big ass thing. These are really, really hard to get open, is why I wanted to just like, excuse my nails, I need to paint them. But this is why I wanted to just like pre-take them out, because you have to pull this tab, pull this guy off, and then it says you're supposed to be able to like pop it out, but that never happens. So I normally just make like a little slit in the side. One time I accidentally stabbed the pill and it had a hole in it, but that was my fault. So it's a very small pill and I'm only on 10 milligrams. So I'm hoping that they up my dosage when I go for my appointment, which is in like a week. So I'm gonna ask her if she can like up my dosage, like maybe double or even triple it, because I need fast results here. Like I need to try to get a job ASAP. So my face is looking a little bit more dry today. Yesterday I was having a really bad day. I don't know if it was me, because I was like, when I stress, I think I like pick and I don't realize that I'm picking, but like, or I'll scratch it and like, it's bad. So I think what I need to do is just stop being so freaking anxious and like literally forget about my face, because I think it was getting better until like I started realizing like, oh, you know, my face is like still broken out. Have anxiety to the point where like I'll just like kind of like go like this to it. It's weird. I don't know. Next step is taking my prednisone. So this is one of the worst medicines to take. This shit is like in like a little powder pressed form, and this is supposed to help inflammation, so it's like a steroid. This one is the worst to take. I do not recommend taking this with the water because it will get stuck in your throat. Like you can like taste it. Lux. Sometimes I can even still taste like the taste of the prednisone. The Accutane, the isotren, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that one doesn't have a flavor because it's in a capsule, so it just doesn't taste like anything. But that prednisone is something else, let me tell you. So this is what we're looking like day 21 on Accutane. This does look a little bit more red just because I did wake up and I did have some pus on my pillow, so I'm assuming like it must have rubbed on it the wrong way. This is the other side. As you can see, it's starting to dry up a little bit more down here. I had a lot of breakouts down here, and as you could see, like there's only a couple of them, but this all right here, you could feel like little bumps, but like it's starting to clear up a little bit more, which is cool. Obviously you can't see it as much as you used to be able to. It's more just in this area, but I'm excited to see what's in store for the next couple days to see if my skin dries up a little bit more. But day 21 on Accutane, my lips are very dry. That's why they're very shiny. I have Vaseline on them, but just took my medicine, gotta go eat something fatty, and yeah, that's all I got. Bye.
For me, I was experiencing a lot of side effects. I didn't know if I was like psyching myself out and like getting side effects, or if it was more of just like actually getting side effects. But I did experience very, very dry lips, and for that, I use my Aquaphor Lip Repair Immediate Relief for severely dry lips. This shit is great. Excuse my nails, they need to be painted, but this stuff works wonders. I was looking up different videos, different products to use on your lips and skin for when you do experience very dry side effects. So I did get this. This one works great. They have two different kinds, but I have this lip protectant plus sunscreen. I don't like this one because it gives me like a weird taste in my, like, you know how like chapstick can kind of give you a weird taste in your mouth? If it's just me, I don't know. But I don't really like this one because it has SPF in it, and I feel like it doesn't really, it's too oily and like it comes off within like 20 minutes. So like this one definitely will stay on for hours. So this one I definitely suggest. So get the one that has no SPF in it. Okay, so moving on. We're gonna move over to October 10th video update. And
okay guys, so it is day, what day is it? 22? Day 22 on Accutane. Last time I talked to you guys was yesterday. My face was looking a little bit more irritated and red, but as you can tell, it is drying up. Normally when it's really like, has a lot of whiteheads to it, it normally means that it's drying up, which is a good thing. I did experience a little bit of purging, more in this area right here. I never really had those pimples before. As well as some down here, and then these couple right over here. So I am purging a little bit, which is like the skin just pushing out all the excess bacteria. So I am experiencing a little bit of purging. I had a little pimple right here as well, but obviously that's not any of my worries. But what I thought I would mention is that right here I had like matching markings right here, and as you guys can see, let me try to, these ones right here are like all gone, and now it's just scarring. So there's no any type of texture. I mean, there's a little bit like of small little bumps, but it's almost like you can't see it. I mean, you can see a little bit of the pinkness, but just imagine like 3-4 months from now, like that scarring is going to be completely gone, which is freaking awesome. And then I'm just waiting on this side right here to clear up, and it has a couple little guys in there, but so far I'm feeling pretty good. My lips are really dry still. I've been putting on Vaseline like nonstop. Other than that, I'm pretty impressed. I'm excited to go to the doctor in about 6 days to kind of see if they can up my dosage, make it a little bit higher so we can start getting faster results, because the slow results are kind of making me go crazy. But yeah, so I have been seeing results in my skin. Of course, I did have a bad couple days. I don't know if it was just stress related or just the mindset was not there, but as long as you have a good mindset and you're like keeping positive about things, you tend to see results a little bit better. Okay, so this is day 22 in front of a window. So this is what my skin's looking like. Lux is like eating my feet right now. We'll do a little close up here. As you can see down here, all of this down here is all drying up. Like it feels like just a dry, like bumpy patch. So that's good. So once all this dries up, I will be more satisfied because it'll make it like a cleaner look right here. And then over here is really, really dry too. So we're gonna hope for the best. And that's all I got for today. So stay tuned.
So I guess the video updates are a little bit better for you guys because you guys can see it like hands-on. Pictures sometimes will make it look a little darker, a little lighter, just depending. So I did take videos, and here you could see that my face is getting a little bit more flatter on this side. But I am experiencing more breakouts down here, which is purging. And then on this side, I did have a little breakout that kind of went a little crazy. Basically, that is for October 10th. Now we're gonna move over to Wednesday. Excuse these videos, I look really ratchet in these. I just woke up and I tend to just get on the camera. I don't know why, I think that's the best time to do it. But so Wednesday was the 16th, so we're skipping 6 days ahead. To me, my face does look really bad here, and it does look a little bit worse. I'm experiencing a lot of purging down in this area, and on this side it does seem to be a little bit red and irritated, which for me it just looks really bad. But
okay guys, please excuse the way I look right now. I'm in the process of cleaning and stuff, but I figured I would get on and kind of do a little bit of an update since I haven't done one in a couple days. It is currently day 28 on Accutane, and obviously in this light it looks a little bit different, but like this entire section is almost flat. Compared to what it was very, very bumpy and very swollen. You can kind of see my face going down a little bit, and I'm kind of getting my natural face shape back. So I go in to the dermatologist in about 3 days. So on October 18th, I'm on my 28th day of Accutane and prednisone. I just had to go get my new refill on the prednisone, so I'm on my second script of that. This side is healing a little slower than this side, surprisingly. This side still has a little bit of texture and bumpiness to it, but I did switch over from Vaseline to the Aquaphor. I've seen a lot of people have been using that. People say that that is what to go to when you are on Accutane, and my lips were really, really bad, and they started getting a lot better. So now that I'm using the Aquaphor instead of Vaseline, I've noticed a big difference in my lip dryness. I've also been experiencing a little bit of dry nose. Like the inside of my nose is really dry. I don't know if that's from the weather change or the medicine. Either or, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's doing its magic. I still have scarring and stuff here, which is fine.
So we're gonna move over to the pictures. But it's starting to flatten up a little bit, and look, it still looks very bad, but it's to the point where it's healing and you could see that it's healing, which is kind of crazy to me, but it's what can you do. So we are going to move on to Thursday, so that will be the 17th.
Okay guys, so I figured I'd do a 29th day update on Accutane. In my house, it's a little bit more harsher lighting, so I'm at Mom's house right now having coffee, visiting with the dogs, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Yesterday, my face started flaking so bad, like everywhere. In this like T-zone area, it was like really, really flaky. Of course, along with these two, like they were pretty flaky. But I just wanted to mention that the Aquaphor that I'm using on my lips is working amazingly. My lips haven't really cracked or anything, just the ones that I had. My face is almost completely flat on this side. Up here is a little bumpy still, but this whole area is pretty much flat. I know you guys can probably see how flat it is, but I just have a couple little pimples that are popping up. I'm not sure what that is, if it's purging or whatever, but compared to what it was, it is doing amazing, and I am very, very happy about it, so I can't complain.
So as you can see, it's starting to lighten up a little bit, get a little less swollen. Flipping over to the other side, as you can see, I started experiencing a little bit of breakouts, but down here I did notice on these like little matching spots right here that it was starting to lighten from the scarring. So I basically down here I had no like texture. It was just kind of like flat and just like a pink tone, so it was like just scarring that was like lightening up. Now when I do feel it, I do feel small little bumps in this area, which is fine, but I'm just assuming that's the purging. It's pushing all the bad shit out of my face, which I'm okay with. So for the 17th, which was last Thursday, I took it in a different lighting, which showed a lot more results than these other pictures. So on this picture blows my mind because it looks like it's healing up amazing. You could see if you, well, you can't zoom in on a video, but like it has a little bit of its flakiness. It's starting to like peel off, very, very light pink, which is amazing to me. So in that lighting, you could see that it's definitely healing up and it's going great. We are going to move on to Friday, which was the 18th. I went for my first month checkup on Accutane.
So from a different angle, let's go this way. So obviously you could see that it's still pink, but from the side, you can see a little bit of the texture from it around in this area. It is very bumpy. Right here, it's kind of flat, but up here is a little bit more sensitive. I did come to the point where I could actually wash my face. It was like 2 days ago, and it wasn't painful to like wash it, so that's good. But I kind of slowed down on that because it started to get a little bit more irritated, so I figured not yet, it's not a good time. Down here was pretty much all cleared up, but then I started getting these little bumps down in my jawline area, so this whole section is having like a flare-up. So I'm assuming it's just purging because it's just what's gonna happen. And then as you can see, these ones all down here just came up like today or like yesterday. So they started coming up around yesterday. You can see that they're really red and irritated, which is just the purging. So that's all I'm just gonna say. It's purging, it's fine, but it is getting better. Slowly but surely, I have faith in the medicine that it will make me better. So that is my 1 month full update. I might miss a day or two the Accutane because it is Friday. and they normally don't ship out on the weekends, so maybe they can get it out today and it'll be here tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet, but I might miss a day, which kind of sucks, but one day probably will not hurt. I got like 3 things of it, so this is my best friend. Other than that, I'm really dry around my mouth area, flaky all around my nose, my forehead's kind of flaky, but side effects are fine. I'm not as tired as I used to be, which is good. No loss of appetite yet. I'm trying to think of the other side effects. Blurred vision. Sometimes at night, I'm already kind of blind, as you guys know, but sometimes at night, like when I'm watching Netflix and stuff, like it's hard for me to like focus on certain things, which is kind of weird, but I'm not scared from it. It's just normal. But no loss of hair, thinning of hair, everything's fine. But yeah, so that is my 1 month update.
So I went to go see my dermatologist. I took my pregnancy test, came back negative, so that gives me the go ahead to continue to take my Accutane and get my 2nd month. When I went to the dermatologist, she told me, she's like, you still have a little bit of swelling on, you know, up here in this area. So this section up here was really swollen and kind of, you could feel like the big bumps underneath my skin. And then on this side, it was completely like you could just feel them all underneath. So she was like, what I want to do, she said, I want to triple your Accutane dosage, which is what I wanted initially. I was going to go in there asking her to triple it because I'm ready to move on and get better results, which I was like, thank God I was coming in here to ask that. Like, you are my girl, like everything's going great, like I'm ready to take it up a notch. So she said, okay, we're going to triple it and we are going to do a Kenalog shot. So it's a anti-inflammatory liquid shot basically. So I'm on my prednisone. So I've been on my prednisone for about 2 months now. Well, going on 2 months. She said, we're going to take you off that prednisone in a little bit. She's like, the next checkup when I see you, she said, we're probably going to take you off of that and just let the Accutane do its thing. So she had to inject 1 time over here. It was like up in this area. And then she injected me over here 2 times. And when I went to the doctor, I was really sensitive in those 2 areas. Like for some reason, it just like got really inflamed and was just like not having the best day. Like I said, it has good days and it has bad days. So it's like that day that I went, it just was a little bit more irritant and a little bit more inflamed. So I was like, oh. So she had to inject me with a needle, and let me just tell you, like that shit was so painful. She's like, just please don't punch me. She's like, hold your arms down. She's like, I know it's gonna be painful, but it's only gonna last a couple seconds. So I'm sitting there and I can't freaking breathe because she's injecting me with this shit in like this painful part of my face. So that was rough. It did bleed a little bit, but it wasn't very bad. She said it's gonna help you, you know, with your inflammation, help it go down a little bit so it kind of cools out and turns a little bit more of like a flatter surface. So now I'm kind of in the process. The day that I went, I did not have any more Accutane because I was out. I was 30 days out. Like I did all my days. So at this point, I am currently on my 5th day of no Accutane because the process of getting the Accutane and talking to so many different people at once is very, very complicated because they're giving me like the runaround of like who I need to call, what I need to do. And so basically I went on a Friday and they don't ship out on the weekend. So she was like, okay, you're just gonna be without it for the weekend. It should be no big deal. But you should receive it Monday. So Monday goes by, I don't get a delivery at the door, no one telling me to sign anything. So now today is currently Tuesday, still no Accutane. So I called them yesterday and I was like, listen, what do I need to do to get my medicine? Like I need my medicine, I'm 4 days out, like I'm not on my medicine right now and we need to get this going. So they basically told me, we'll check your iPledge and see your status update of like if you're eligible, and it says I'm eligible, it says that I'm ready to have my medicine and go pick it up from a pharmacy. But the first time that I did get my medication sent to me, it was through UPS. So I had no communication with the UPS people whatsoever. They just brought it to my door, told me to sign something, and we went from there. So now at this point, I'm going on to my 2nd month and it's like, okay, so who's delivering my medicine so I can get in contact with them and know when it's going to be here? I need to know the shipment, I need to know the day, because if you go without Accutane for a certain amount of time with no weaning off of it, it can cause side effects and like serious shit. So we just called again today about 2 hours ago and I called the dermatologist's office. I said, listen, my medicine's still not here. Who do I need to contact? And she was like, well, I don't really know. And basically the dermatologist's office does not know anything that's going on. The only person who knows what's going on is the doctor. Of course, the doctor's busy. So I'm like, okay, listen, just connect me to someone who can talk to me about getting my damn medicine. Like it's been 5 days. This shit is getting a little ridiculous. So she then transfers me to a customer service person who works with the isotretinoin or the Absorica, and basically says, okay, we just need to confirm your billing address so we can ship it out to you Thursday. I'm like, oh boo, Thursday's not gonna work. What's today? It's Tuesday. I cannot wait another 2 days. That's going to put me on a week of no Accutane. I'm okay with that. I told her, I said, I haven't been on my medicine in 5 days. I said, I've been trying to get a hold of someone to get my shit sent out, and you guys are giving me the worst time ever. I said, I just want to take my medicine. Like, I'm just trying to heal up. Like, can we please figure this out? So she's like, okay, we're going to have you speak to, what's the doctor called who deals with the person that is supposed to be calling me, which is a pharmacist, to basically just check up on me, see if I'm having any bad reactions to not being on my medicine for 5 days. Still hasn't called. It's been 2 hours. The lady said that he was on a phone call and he would call me right after, which he hasn't. So I just want to say, before you start Accutane, or just make sure everything is in line and you know all the steps on how to get your medicine on time. And just to make sure you know who you're speaking with, know who you're supposed to call, know what you're supposed to do, because it's very, very confusing when you're rushed into it and you're like, who am I supposed to call? I have to deal with just so many different people, and it's very, very confusing and very stressful when you're dealing with something like this, because like, you literally just want your shit to be done with and over. Like, you're just ready to, you know, start the process, get it done with, get the 6 months out of the way. So it's been very, very stressful for me to try to call all these people, get in touch with these people, when it should just be sent out. It should just be, you know, delivered when it's supposed to be. It shouldn't be this complicated to try to get a hold of people. And it's been very, very rough for the first month. It's been crazy, but I just wanted to sit down and talk with you guys about the side effects that I've been experiencing. Some days I do have very bad aching in my bones. Of course, I can't complain much because I'm only on 10 milligram, but once you start increasing the dosage, it's only going to get worse. So I'm assuming my face is going to get a lot more drier. But I did experience a lot of flakiness up in this area, and then around, like in my nose, down here. Some flakiness over here. It's not as bad that I thought it would be, since that's like the problem area, but I am experiencing dry skin pretty much all over my face. My body is kind of dry. It's not as dry, but lotion obviously helps. Dry lips, dry nose, and I do notice they say like blurred vision at night, which I'm already kind of blind. I need contact glasses to be able to see, but I do notice that like if I'm laying down in a dark room watching Netflix at night, it's kind of hard for me to focus on things. Like sometimes if things move too fast, it gets weird. I don't know, but like if I'm laying in a dark room and like it's just one screen that I have to look at, kind of gets a little blurry sometimes, or like too much action going on. I'm like, whoa. The side effects aren't as bad as they will get, so I'm currently just feeling the small side effects since I'm only on a low dosage, and it will be tripling. So I should be getting my medicine sent out to me hopefully by tomorrow. I should receive it in the mail, which is Wednesday. So next month, now I know what to do. Also, I would recommend that you make your doctor's appointments either in the beginning of the week or midweek. Definitely don't do it on a Thursday or Friday, just in case, because they do not ship out your medicine through the weekend, or they try not to. So definitely do it earlier in the week, so you definitely get your medication by midweek or end of the week, because they do not ship out over weekends. So that's where I kind of messed up there. Obviously, I don't know, because it's only my first month of Accutane. I'm still new to this whole deal, but as we move on through the months, it's going to get a lot easier. I'm going to get the hang of things. It's just right now, because it's so new and fresh, that like I'm still kind of confused about everything. So basically this video is more of just like the side effects I've been experiencing, kind of tips and tricks on like how to get your shit when you're supposed to get it, and basically just a little bit of an update. This month I didn't really do a lot of videos and pictures, which I really do apologize for that. I was just kind of all over the place. But next month I do promise to be more consistent with my pictures and my videos. Okay, so very, very flat all in this section. Of course, you could feel like a little bit of like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's almost like a little thick layer of skin that's like not supposed to be there. So all through here, you can kind of feel it. And then up here, it gets a little bit more textured. But other than that, I'm very, very proud of these results. And as you can see down in this section right here is where I had more of the purging, because it was mostly just this right here and then this little dark spot that I had. So this is all purging right here, which is fine. But yeah, so everything's pretty much flat. Down here is a little textured, and then right here is mostly flat, and then texture up here. So other than that, I'm really, really impressed with the way that it is working for the first month. I am seeing really big results. Now for this side, this is a little bit more swollen and a little inflamed. I have a little whitehead right here, so Over here is really flat, and then in here you could just feel like the big ball of just like pressure. Down here is a little bit of my breakouts. As you can see, these ones right here are all purging. So these are all like basically side effects of the purge. So these are all purging over here. So pushing out all the bad bacteria from my skin. But this over here is kind of clearing up, and the scarring is looking a little bit lighter than what it was. So that makes me very happy. Just know next month I'm gonna go all out, and I'm definitely gonna be more hands-on and do a lot more picture and video updates for you guys, because I know I did slack off a little bit this month. It was just kind of like a hard process getting into it and kind of adjusting to what I need, and it was just really confusing month, to be honest. Since I was on such a low dose, I mean, you really can't expect huge results. So now that for my second month they're tripling my dosage, we should be seeing pretty dramatic results, I would hope. So we're gonna be doing a 30 milligram next month, or this month, so I will keep you guys updated, and that's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if I did forget anything, or if you guys have questions for me, go ahead and leave them down below. I will be checking all of the comments and trying to reply to everybody, because you guys have been nothing but supportive to me and just very, very helpful and loving, and you guys sending me different products that I, can possibly use once my skin starts to get a little bit better. So shout out to you guys. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for next month's video, because it's going to be filled with a bunch of information, pictures, and videos. I promise. Again, I apologize for kind of keeping this one short and not as much information in it, but for the first month it's just kind of like all over the place, kind of stressful, but next month is going to be definitely a video worth watching. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for my acne journey. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.